let's talk through the scenario a little bit. So this is the
Okay.
big move, right?
Okay.
So the
Okay.
setup is a couple faces the grief of moving to a new city. One partner is excited about the opportunity while the other feels uprooted and disconnected from their roots. So I'm going to play the enthusiastic partner, balancing
Uh-huh.
optimism with empathy.
Uh-huh.
And then you are going to be the reluctant partner expressing fear and loss.
Okay.
So let's see. Let's say that we're currently living in, let's say we're currently living in LA.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
we're currently living in LA,
Uh-huh.
and I have this opportunity in New
Uh-huh.
York, New
Okay.
York
Ooh, that's
City.
a big one. Okay.
That's a huge move, right?
Yes.
Which
Yes.
which is relatable for
Yeah.
me. It's
Well,
super
okay.
relatable for me. So yeah, so we could do this one,
Okay.
and you as my partner or as my friend or
Mm-hmm.
whoever we
Mm-hmm.
are in this situation, you're reluctant and you're
Mm-hmm.
expressing this fear of loss, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right. So you need a second to think about it.
No. Okay.
Channeling. Okay, so let me go into this thing,
Okay.
into this feeling. You ready?
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
ready.
Okay, cool. I'm so excited about this move. Like I know you're comfortable here in LA. I know that you love LA, but this opportunity is really big for me. But I would not be a good friend to you right now if I didn't talk to you about like how this is making you feel.
I mean, first of all, it's cold out there. I mean, we
Yeah.
live in California and the weather is amazing. Everything is good. And then how am I going to get a job? How do I know am I going to be able to find a job out there? This is a good opportunity for you, but what about me? I've been working for this company for like 15 years. So how do I know? And then what about just food wise, just living out there? I don't know the rules. I don't know. I heard New York people are rude sometimes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to live out there. My whole family is out here. So we're going to drive back and forth. We're going to fly back and forth. My mom needs me probably. She's not really sick right now, but she could be. And then I'm way in New York. I mean, I'm settled with everything, the gym. I'm settled with just everything out here. And then you're just making me like get up and move somewhere that I don't know nothing about. It's going to be a big cultural change.
I was so excited about all of this that I didn't even really take in consideration how all of this was impacting you and affecting you. But can I just say that let's just take it one step at a time? Like I'm here for you and I hear what you're saying. And if we have to travel back and forth, once a month, twice a month, however often you need, if we need to fly your mom out there, like this job that I'm getting is good. I'll be able to afford it and we could do this. So, but let's just take it one step at a time, and if we need to come back, if it's too much, we can come back. It's just a job. But let's have this experience and then I'll check in every so often and
Okay.
we'll figure out what you need, okay?
Okay. I appreciate you saying that you're going to check in,
Mhm.
and I will try this for you. I just didn't feel hurt. I just felt like it was just all about you and you just didn't think about me, but I'm willing to try now.
I appreciate that. That was beautiful. I miss acting with you, girl.
Better.
Okay, so I love that because one of the questions that I had was how can you make someone feel heard even if you don't agree with them? And that just answered it. That just answered it.
Yes.
And another one was what are some small things that couples can do to support each other during a big move? So based
Mhm.
on that, as a therapist, how do you feel that we did with that?
I think what we did was like, for instance, there's two differences that people have to understand. Number one is that people are going to have their own feelings.
Mhm.
You can't change somebody's feelings. Now, you can empathize. That's
Mhm.
cool, and sometimes you could put yourself in their shoes and understand what they're saying. Then there's validation or validating.
Okay.
Just because you validate somebody doesn't mean that you're empathizing with them. You're just acknowledging their feelings. It's just like sometimes if I'm talking to a client and they're like, yeah, I was so upset yesterday, I smoked the crack pipe. I ain't gonna sit there and be like, good, okay. Did you do the able? How did
Gaslighting.
you smoke it? Right? I'm not gonna say that. I'll be
Right.
like, wow, it seems like that you are really stressed out and
Yeah.
you end up figuring out a way to cope with it. And then I may say, but maybe we could try to find another healthier way to cope with this feeling.
Yeah.
So that's different. I didn't say, yay, smoke that
Yeah.
crack.
Right,
But then
right, right.
at the same time, I validate what they were feeling.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. I like how, yeah, and then I feel, that's very important too. Just listen,
Yeah.
you don't have to agree. You don't have to agree with your partner, but just acknowledge their feelings. That's the main thing, just to be heard.
Yeah. That was good. Okay, so we
Hmm.
did good with that one.
Okay.
Okay, and then the next scenario that we have is going to be letting go of a long-term bond. So the
Okay.
setup is after years of growing apart, two individuals in a long-term relationship, whether platonic or romantic, decide to have an honest conversation about ending their connection. Both
Uh-huh.
parties struggle with acknowledging the deep history they share while grappling with emotional weight of saying goodbye. Now we both know that a lot of times when it comes to breaking up or leaving a relationship, whether it's a
Uh-huh.
friendship or
Uh-huh.
an actual romantic relationship, is that one of the major things that holds us there instead of letting go is the time.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
time. That
That
time
is
is
hard.
is something, yeah. And so it's like both people know we actually need to actually let this go.
Mhm.
So the roles, Felicia,
Uh-huh.
me, the
Uh-huh.
individual initiating the conversation, expressing a mix of sadness and a desire for mutual understanding.
Uh-huh.
And then you, the
Uh-huh.
individual on the receiving end,
Mhm.
navigating feelings of shock, sadness, and reluctant acceptance.
Okay. Bet.
Okay, so who am I again? The individual initiating the conversation, expressing a mix of sadness and a desire for mutual understanding. And you are the individual on the receiving end, navigating feelings of shock, sadness. I kind of want to swap.
How you gonna switch it up?
I just feel okay. So I'm initiating the conversation because you know
Okay.
why I said I want to swap? Because I'm actually terrible at this. I'm so bad at
Girl,
initiating
you really doing good.
conversations and expressing a mix. Okay, so all right. So
If
we're
you wanna swap, we
friends.
can swap. I can
No,
start
no,
off.
no, no, no. I need
You
to
sure?
challenge
Okay.
myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna challenge myself, but you're gonna help me through this at the end.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so we are friends and we've
Mhm.
been friends for let's say 14 years.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And we just okay.
Okay.
And I'll kind of set it up
Okay,
in
good.
talking. Okay, you
Okay.
ready?
Mhm.
So, hey girl.
Yay.
Um, I know we haven't really spoken these last few weeks like that, and
Mhm.
I don't know, it just seems like I know that we need to have a conversation.
Okay.
Um, I don't know, I just feel like a part of me hasn't been ready to have it though. Things have just been really different in our relationship, and I don't know, I just think that like the differences between us are just becoming I don't know, I just feel like maybe we've grown apart, you know? It's just
What do you I mean, I don't feel like we've grown apart. I mean,
mhm,
I just feel like, I work and I mean, we've been friends for 14 years. I mean, you're
yeah.
married now, you have a baby, I mean, I have my baby, but I mean, you were at my baby shower. I
Yeah.
don't feel like things change. I went to your wedding. I was at your baby shower. I don't know what you mean if things change. I mean, did I do something? I don't understand.
I don't and that's the thing, I feel like it's not that you did anything, I don't think that I did anything either, like, I feel like, we're just at 2 different spaces, and I I honestly, I really love you a lot, and I've been going back and forth with this in my mind, but I feel like because I love you so much that I owe it to you to just support you continuously but from, like, afar. Like, if you ever need me, if you ever need anything, you always know you can call me, but I just wanna relieve both of us from that pressure of feeling like we have to hold on to something that just isn't working anymore. And I don't know, like, this is really hard for me.
I just but then why have space then? I mean, I just don't understand. I thought our kids was like gonna grow up together. I thought we was gonna do all these things together. And now you're like abandon me just like everybody else do. I mean,
I know.
I must have did something. I mean, what is it
That
your
last
husband?
argument
Is it
that
your
we had
husband?
That last argument that we had was actually too much for me. Things were said that we can't take back, and I'd rather just us end it the way that it like, on good terms, as opposed to creating this toxic environment or relationship. Like, our kids are still gonna know each other, they can still have a friendship, they can still have a relationship, and you and I, it's not like I don't know you. If I see you on the street, it's not that I'm not gonna speak to you anymore. I just I can't continue to do what we've been doing. Like, maybe we just need time. Maybe this isn't like the end for the rest of our lives, but for right now, I just think that we should probably go our separate ways until, I'm gonna do work on myself, but I don't know. This just isn't really working for me anymore. And I feel like it's becoming toxic. And
I'm sorry.
I know.
I know I said some mean things to you. And I just felt like we always got over it.
This is, this might just be our new way of getting over it. I felt good about that. And it's like, as we're doing that though, I'm like actually thinking of like friendships, like even if it's
Yeah.
not my own, but others that are
Yeah.
like,
It's hard. It's hard to
yeah,
let go of friendships that you guys have been friends so long, but like I, mentioned to my clients all the time, hey, is this affecting your mental health?
mhm,
Is this affecting, is this causing you anxiety? Is it causing you depression? Are
mhm,
you feeling like you're being hurt? A lot of times, like, friendship, a lot of times from what I've seen from adult friendships is more, I've done so much for this person, and this person doesn't even like ask me how my day was
yeah,
or ask or check in on me,
a
you know?
one-sided relationship.
And the pandemic woke up a lot of people
Mm,
when we were all stuck at home. A lot of people lost friendships over that because they're just
yeah,
like, dang, I can't even get somebody to call, check up on me. Like, and just me and my friends, we got creative. We did Zoom calls, happy hour Zooms, stuff like that.
mhm,
But there were some people who lost a lot of friends because nobody checked up on them. And it's like, you ain't doing nothing.
right,
We
right,
all
right.
locked down at
You don't
home,
got nowhere to go, homie,
right?
so you
Right?
might
You don't
as
have
well
nowhere to
call
go.
me. Right,
Yeah.
that's true.
So that's the main thing that was like really hard on a lot of people. And
Yeah,
it's like, different parenting skills. Some people like, hey, I don't want to bring my kid over there because of this and this and that. Or some people like, hey, I don't want them to bring their kid. The kid is off the chain. They don't watch their
yeah,
kid. People grow apart sometimes. It's not the same.
yeah. So what are healthy ways to honor the shared history while creating space to heal and move forward?
I mean, just for instance, like in your scenario, we don't have to talk every day. We could do check-ins, birthdays here and there, but you just have to be careful of like the person I was playing. I may be resentful towards you.
Mhm,
And I'm not gonna pull my weight in now, so I'm angry, so I feel like you abandoned me. I'm shocked and I'm sad.
mhm.
I'm like, "Damn, I know I said some messed up stuff, but I was on that yet." No,
I was on that, yeah.
I don't remember what I said.
Right, right, right. Cause that is a thing. That is a
Yeah.
thing.
Like,
That is a
I
thing.
don't know if people, like, ever experience this, like, you wake up the next morning after being on one, you cuss out everybody, and everybody's just looking at you like and you all sitting there like, "Hey, what? What's wr why everybody" Yeah, you read us all our rights. Like, I don't know,
Right,
we could go back from that.
right.
So definitely, all you have to do is set boundaries and be strong. Setting boundaries is very important. A lot of people think setting boundaries is just saying no.
Mhm,
It's like, no, I'm setting boundaries to either express my needs, express my feelings, or just in general to have a healthy me.
mhm.
Like, again, with your scenario, you did really good. I like that how you were like, it's just not the same. And maybe
Mhm.
this is the way to do it. It's like you're being strong with your boundaries. And that's the main thing people have to do. Don't allow somebody to change your mind or anything like that. It's like, no, I'm setting boundaries. This is what I need. This is what's best for my health. This is best for my anxiety. This is best for my depression. This is best for me.
I love that. Okay. That was beautiful.